world champs. This is truly special.
Open look and hits the braves. LeBron James from downtown.
I think the sacrifice that every guy made.
Rides on Green, gets past, layup is good. Inspiring bounce back win for the Cavaliers. Pursuit, Curry lays it in.
Hello and welcome to all the viewers of India Today. I'm Radhika Dongar and I bring this special NBA presentation for you from the hometown of LeBron James, Cleveland. The fight for the Larry O'Brien Trophy in 2015 was between the Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers. But what is this fuss all about as far as the NBA is concerned? We take you inside the world of one of the richest and most popular sports leagues in the world. Big event in the United States and watched by millions of fans. But where does it stand in terms of other popular sports leagues in the world? And how does it compare with the fancied Indian Premier League back home? Let's try and find out.
If you bring it all down to the finances, the NBA is the fourth richest sports league in the world. It made over $4.5 billion in revenue in the 2014 season. The Indian Premier League unfortunately doesn't even feature in the top 10.
There's a level of maturity that the NBA has achieved because the league has been in existence for decades. So I don't think it's fair to compare cricket or the IPL to that now because they have a long way to go to be able to achieve that global status. But obviously they've made a great start to it and they're building this product, they're continuing to grow.
Yet another 50 for him. But the fans of the IPL need not be disappointed. In terms of average attendance per game, the Indian Premier League overtakes the NBA. While almost 28,000 fans watch each IPL game at the venues, the NBA attendance is around the 18,000 mark. Though the figure can be a little misleading, considering if we look at season figures, the NBA manages to garner over 2 crore viewers while the IPL is limited to 15 lakhs.
This season itself, we've just got into the playoffs, so before the playoffs, we saw numbers were over 50 million viewers this season itself, and even the average viewership rating is growing by over 100 to 150% a year, which is significant in terms of growth.
That is a very, very special 2020 innings, folks.
The IPL may not feature in the list of top 10 money-making leagues, but in terms of player salaries, it ranks second just below the NBA.
With a hat-trick, Shane Watson.
While the National Basketball Association paid around $4.6 million in salaries during the 2014-2015 season, the IPL wasn't far behind at $4.33 million.
While there may be a long way to go for the Indian Premier League to match the technology and reach of the National Basketball Association, but it is not a bad start. The only limiting factor could be the reach of the game of cricket and the popularity worldwide. Now that we've established the universal appeal of the NBA, it is only fair that we show you some on-court action that makes the game of basketball so exciting. And what better way to set the stage than the 2015 NBA Finals? It was a keenly fought series where fortune swung from one to the other. The NBA Finals kicked off at the Oracle Arena on June 4th. It was a night that belonged to the grit of the Golden State Warriors and MVP Stephen Curry, who scored 26 points, as they held off a dramatic charge from LeBron James, who scored 44 points, emerging winners with the scoreline reading 108 to 100. And when luck deserts you, it seems to do so from all corners. The depleted Cavs were given a jolt as Kyrie Irving limped off during the game and did not return. advantage was with home team Golden State Warriors ahead of Game 2 of the 7 finals, because they had defeated LeBron James' Cleveland Cavaliers in the first game in overtime.
Is the crowd ready here in Oakland?
Riddled by injuries, with Kyrie Irving joining the list in the last game, it seemed like a difficult task for the Cavaliers to win on the road.
And nearly gets the dunk. He thought he was fouled.
But riding on the shoulders of LeBron James, the team from Ohio silenced a packed crowd.
Draymond Green. He'll see Thompson and, of course, see Iguodala. James falling away.
The Cavaliers led most of the game.
Curry sets. Fires a three.
While the first quarter ended at 20-all, the Cavaliers took a 47-45 lead at halftime. The third quarter slowed in terms of momentum, but the Cavs increased their lead to 3 points. With 3 minutes and 13 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter, it looked like the away team was walking away with the game. But the Warriors showed immense class when they overcame an 11-point deficit to take the match into overtime.
Ties the game!
For the second match in a row, the Golden State Warriors managed to keep Cleveland Cavaliers away from victory in normal time, with MVP Stephen Curry equalizing in the dying seconds of the game. But this time, LeBron James and the Cavaliers did not succumb. They managed to win the match 95-93 in overtime. The teams now head to Cleveland for the next set of matches.
James settled for a three and nails it!
While the world hailed praises on King James single-handedly carrying the Cavaliers on his shoulders and put him on the pedestal with Michael Jordan, there were those who completely dismissed the comparison.
I love LeBron James, but Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs. I guess I should just give my Mount Rushmore. LeBron James is not on it, but Michael Jordan is. Magic Johnson is the only 6'9" point guard ever.
Having won the second final in Oakland, the Cleveland Cavaliers arrived home at the Quicker Loans Arena brimming with confidence, hoping to take a lead in the 7 series final.
As MVP Stephen Curry's poor run of form continued, so did the struggles of the Golden State Warriors in the first 2 quarters. The Cleveland Cavaliers taking a 44-37 lead at halftime. The third quarter was all about the Cavaliers too, who added a 10-point lead in the quarter and stretched their overall lead to 17 points.
I guarantee you that group has not played a lot together.
But the Warriors cut the lead down in the fourth quarter with just about 18 seconds left on the clock. Warriors reduced the lead to 2 points.
Point game! That's a tough shot by Steph.
But it was the magnetic display of Matthew Dellavedova that saved the day for the Cavaliers. He finished with 20 points and was the main reason behind Curry's struggles to score.
Free throw, 3-point play.
If number 23 LeBron James had a brilliant game and once again scored 40 points, one can also not forget the performance of Matthew Dellavedova. He was simply brilliant on the court and led the Cavaliers to a 96-91 victory over the Golden State Warriors. The fourth game of the finals is also set to take place at the Quicker Loans Arena. Tearing away your eyes from the extraordinary on-court action is simply impossible. But we will keep you guessing for some time about the final outcome of the 7 series final. So there is no need to be disappointed. If the action on the court is killer, then the backstage work to make the spectacle a success is no less either. See for yourself. A sports spectacle looks brilliant on television, and especially if it is the NBA Finals, the quality is amazing and the experience for a viewer is unparalleled. But what is it that happens behind the scenes? What is it that makes these finals so exciting? Today we show you the production side of the NBA. We take you inside the production vans and show you what really happens as far as producing the spectacle for you viewers is concerned. The mobile production center for the NBA Finals at the Quicker Loans Arena in Cleveland. All these vans that you see out there are dedicated and have the best technology available to make sure that you get the best output on television. Some of them are dedicated to world feed that you see back home in India, while others belong to ESPN, which is the host broadcaster for NBA.
ESPN, ABC, plus NBA World Feed have a total of 36 cameras in the venue. It's unprecedented coverage for the sport of basketball, and not all of those cameras, first of all, are doing pure game action. About 15 cameras are covering game action. The other cameras are all specialty cameras. So they're focused on an individual player, they're focused on the benches, they're focused on react shots. In addition, 14 of those cameras are high frame rate cameras. That is, when they go to a replay, the cameras have recorded 120 frames a second, so you get very smooth, super slow-mo replays that really show the audience exactly what happened in a moment on the basketball court.
So how big really is this 35 camera setup? To put things in perspective, a cricket stadium is more than double the size of a basketball stadium and has around 15 manned cameras covering the entire stadium. Grand, isn't it? The NBA is one of the richest and most popular sports leagues in the world for no reason. The World Feed truck is just one of the setups that oversees the television production of an NBA game.
Here in this particular truck, this is the World Feed truck. So this is the feed that they're seeing in India. So in fact, we have our Indian announcers on camera here very shortly. So what they do is in the breaks, we show a continuous feed of the entertainment that's on the court, be it the dancers, a contest, the mascot slam dunk, tumblers, all that. So fans can see what is really unique.
So if IPL tries to entertain its fans with some cheerleaders on the side, the father of this innovation was surely the NBA. The crew makes sure that the audience is entertained all the way through and does not have a single dull moment.
An NBA game itself is only 48 minutes long, so an average fan is at a game for over 2.5 hours. So I work with the people at the team and on the league level that they fill in the gaps. So when there's a timeout on the court, the people who put out the entertainers, from dance teams to t-shirt tosses to different video skits, all that sort of stuff, I work with the people at the teams who put on that sort of entertainment.
The massive preparation that goes on behind the scenes for the NBA Finals is a lesson in organized and quality production for the viewer.
It is now time to slip into a quick break. But on the other side, the excitement continues from Cleveland.